Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This one is on 3 minigames that you can play in Old Babylon. There are 2 items you are going to be needing before you even think of getting into the mini games. So the first is the bush root morph. Now if you don't have this, it's very easy. You need to come to this location in Greengard, and behind the boss you're going to be finding this chest. Grab the item out of it. Next you need to go to the social district in Babylon, type this command in, and you will be able to jump right there. Right in front of you is going to be a tree. Interact with this tree and you're going to be finding a shop. Grab the stick and then you're going to want to jump to Cicero's shop. You can use the travel menu to do that. Head out of the shop. To the right you're going to be seeing Cicero. Interact with him. In the craft section you're going to be finding this bush root, so you can just craft that. Next you're going to want to head to the oddity shop. Once you get there you're going to want to go outside of the oddity shop and run around the back. You're going to see Korin there. Interact with him and grab one of the Korin bags. And those are all the requirements you're going to need to play these games with your friends. The first game is Infected. I invented this game way before the old Babylon map was destroyed. This is for 4 or more players. Choose one player to be the infected. Everyone else are survivors. The infected starts the round by facing the forge fireplace and counting to 10. While the infected is counting, the survivors run and hide. Only bush morphs are allowed and no glitches, please. When the zombie is done counting, he heads off to find and tag the survivors. If you're a survivor, you're going to want to make sure the infected doesn't get too close to you, so the minute he gets close, you better run. If a survivor is tagged, the infected will call out the name of the newest zombie. If you do become zombified, your mission is to hunt and tag the remaining survivors. If you're wanting to make a quick getaway, then you're going to be wanting to use Sprint. This is the Ninja Cross skill and it is permitted during gameplay. Make sure to use it strategically because it does take a while for the cooldown. I will also mention when you are chosen to be the infected, or if you get tagged by an infected, you are to put on the Korin Bag. This is to help the infected and the survivors know who are actual survivors and who are zombies. The game ends when there is one man standing or if all the zombies give up. Out of the 3 games I'm going to be mentioning in this video, this one is by far my favorite game. The next game is a real simple one. This one is Hide and Seek. This is for 4 or more players. If there are more than 10 players, then you can have 2 seekers chosen. The seekers start the round by facing the forge fireplace and counting to 10. The hiders run and hide. Only bush morphs are allowed for the hiders with no glitches, please. Seekers are permitted to use any travel form they want. After counting, the goal of the seeker is to find the hiders. They don't have to tag them, they just have to see them. Once a seeker sees a hider, they can call out the name. I will also mention the hiders don't have to stay in one place. If they are brave enough to move around, like for instance, go to a spot where the seeker has already looked, this is permitted, but remember, if you get seen, you're caught. The hiders who are caught need to go and stand in the fountain. The game ends when everyone is found or the seekers give up. The next one is Fort Hunters, and this one is a little bit complicated, but it is a lot of fun. You're going to want to have at least 5 players, but I would recommend at least 10. If there are 8 or more players, 2 hunters are chosen and 2 breakers are chosen. If there are 7 or less, 1 hunter and 1 breaker is chosen. 1 guard is chosen no matter how many players there are. The remaining players are runners. I'll break it down as easily as I can. So the hunter's goal is to capture all the runners and breakers. The guard's goal is to guard the fort. The breaker's goal is to free the runners from the fort, and the runner's goal is to basically avoid getting caught and to protect the breakers via distraction. The hunters and guard start at the fort, and the fort is the Dricken pen. While the hunters and guard are counting, the breakers and runners need to go and hide. No travel forms are permitted during this game, but I mean, I guess you could use bush route if you really want to. After counting, the hunters and guards set off to find runners and breakers. If a hunter tags a runner or breaker, they will call out the name. The runner, or breaker, has to go to the fort. The guard does not have to escort them to the fort. Once there is a runner, then the guard is going to want to have to pay pretty close attention to the fort, because the breakers are able to break into the fort from any side, and if they touch a runner, the runner can get out. Now, if a breaker breaks into the fort and tags more than 3 people, only 3 people can leave. If you are a runner and you are in the fort, do not break out of the fort unless a breaker has touched you. If the 2 breakers get caught, then no more runners can be freed. So as a runner, you kind of want to make sure that your breakers are not in danger of being caught. And if they are, try to serve as a distraction so that your breakers can get away. Remember, sprint can be used at any time during this game, so take advantage of that when you can. The hunters can make short work of the remaining runners and win the game if there are no more breakers left. The game ends when breakers and hunters are all caught, or if the hunters and guard give up. Now actually, I forgot to mention the breakers need to wear the Korin Bag. This is so that the runners who are captured in the fort will know who the breakers are. So those are the 3 mini games. I hope you guys can get a group of players together and play them, because they are a lot of fun, and if they're having trouble with any of the rules, you could refer them to this video, and hopefully I've explained it good enough. I hope you guys enjoy this awesome map, and I hope to see you guys in game. Thanks for watching, stay safe out there, we'll see you in the next one.